been the best part about training with Mike Tyson?
Floyd Mayweather vs. Mike Tyson, full fight highlights knockout, 2025. The fight the world thought was impossible finally happened on October 2nd, 2025, and it shook the entire boxing world. Two living legends stepped into the ring, the undefeated mastermind against the ferocious powerhouse, under the dazzling lights of Las Vegas. What unfolded next was pure madness, emotion, and history in motion, capped off by a knockout that fans will remember forever.
Folks, this thing has been signed. It's not one of those things that may or may not happen.
October 2nd, 2025, the night the boxing world held its breath. Two icons from different generations, with contrasting styles and philosophies, finally shared the same ring. Floyd Mayweather, 48, the undefeated strategist whose empire was built on precision and patience. Facing him, Mike Tyson, 59, the living symbol of raw power, chaos, and fear. This wasn't just a boxing match. It was a clash between time and legacy, between discipline and destruction. Over 150 million viewers worldwide tuned in, breaking every record in combat sports history, surpassing Mayweather vs. McGregor, and even Tyson vs. Jake Paul.
Mike Tyson!
The announcement alone felt unreal. A 59-year-old Mike Tyson returning to face Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated tactician who had never known defeat. Critics went wild, calling it dangerous and disrespectful to their legacies. But the promoters knew exactly what they were creating. This wasn't just a fight, it was living mythology. Branded as the Battle of Immortals, it became a global phenomenon, and every ticket sold proved the world couldn't resist witnessing history unfold. Then came the training footage, and everything changed. Tyson's clips exploded across the internet overnight. The old fire in his punches had returned. The speed, the power, the signature snarl. It was as if the Tyson of 1988 had stepped straight out of history. Every combination on the heavy bag echoed like thunder, and millions of fans flooded the comments with the same message. He still has it.
The thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is...
Meanwhile, Mayweather remained silent, calm, calculated, and precise. His camp released only brief, perfectly edited clips of his training, like strategic chess moves before battle. No trash talk, no theatrics, just him shadowboxing, still lightning fast, still razor sharp. The message was unmistakable. He didn't need words to remind the world that he was still the smartest man in the ring.
Insanely crazy, because obviously we see the YouTube fights. And
as October 2nd drew closer, hype turned into pure obsession. Every sports show on the planet broke down the matchup. Could Tyson land one clean shot? Could Mayweather withstand that kind of power at his age? The debates were endless, but one truth united everyone. This was the fight nobody asked for, yet everyone needed to see. Las Vegas descended into chaos. The T-Mobile Arena became the heartbeat of the world. Celebrities, former champions, and billionaires all fought for seats, with ringside tickets soaring into six figures. Hotels sold out. The entire strip glowed like a shrine honoring two living legends.
Probably at the limit of what could be done in boxing. That's ridiculous. I swear I thought a guy that fights and walks into a ring at over 200 pounds, fighting a guy that walks into the ring at 144 pounds, was the limit of the ridiculousness that we could get to in boxing.
And when the first bell rang, everything changed. Tyson didn't walk, he exploded forward. Mayweather didn't run, he analyzed, adjusted, and executed. This wasn't just a fight, it was a storm where history, power, and ego collided in one ring. Because on October 2nd, 2025, boxing didn't just witness a match, it witnessed a resurrection. When fight night finally arrived, Las Vegas felt electric. The T-Mobile Arena wasn't just sold out, it was overflowing with energy. Tickets vanished within minutes, and $10,000 ringside seats were being resold for six figures. That's how wild the hype had become. Outside, fans roared Tyson's name, waving banners and placing bets like their futures depended on it. Inside, the atmosphere was heavy, a mix of sweat, adrenaline, and sheer disbelief that this was really happening. Every major celebrity was in attendance: Hollywood icons, retired champions, rappers, even billionaires pretending to know boxing stats. The cameras kept panning across star-studded faces, all wide-eyed and waiting for that first bell. This wasn't just a fight, it was an event, a generational reunion of fans who grew up idolizing these two giants. Mayweather versus Tyson, it sounded impossible. Yet there they stood, moments away from rewriting history.
Absolutely bombs. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen here, but it's clear why it's happening. The success of Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, honestly, maybe the success.
Then the lights dimmed, and for a brief moment, the entire arena went silent. That's when Mike Tyson made his entrance. No flashy lights, no dancers, no entourage, just the man himself, walking slowly toward the ring in his classic black trunks and boots. It was haunting in the best possible way. The crowd erupted the instant he appeared, and the air filled with that familiar Tyson aura, raw, dangerous, unstoppable. He didn't wave, didn't smile, didn't glance at the crowd. He just walked, stone-faced and focused, like a man arriving to collect a debt 20 years overdue. Absolute chaos. Now, whether that same magic would strike again was anyone's guess, but it was clear why this fight existed. The success of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, and even Mayweather's exhibition with Logan Paul, had set the stage for this spectacle. Moments later, the entire atmosphere shifted. Floyd Mayweather began his walkout, draped in a golden robe, calm grin on his face, surrounded by his crew like royalty entering his palace. His music hit, the lights turned gold, and the arena buzzed. The contrast between the two was cinematic. Tyson embodied war, Mayweather embodied wealth. The crowd split in two, half chanting Iron Mike and the other half shouting Money Team. It felt like two religions colliding in one temple. When both men finally stood face to face, time seemed to freeze. Tyson's glare was pure predator. Mayweather's smirk was pure confidence. The referee recited the rules, but no one cared. Cameras flashed, tension thickened, even the ref looked uneasy. Everyone knew it. One wrong move, one mistimed punch, and the entire world could flip upside down. Round 1, Tyson came out like a storm. No warm-up, no slow start, just raw aggression. Every punch cracked through the air like gunfire. Mayweather used his signature shoulder roll, blocking, slipping, analyzing, but Tyson didn't let him breathe. Every body shot carried 30 years of hunger. Between dodges, Mayweather smirked as if saying, "I've been here before." But this was different. Nothing like he'd faced before. By round 2, the rhythm was clear. Tyson was the predator, Mayweather the escape artist. Floyd's defense was sharp, his timing perfect, but Tyson's pressure never stopped. One brutal body hook landed, and the whole crowd gasped. You could almost hear Mayweather's ribs strain under the impact. In rounds 3 and 4, momentum started to shift. Mayweather found his timing, snapping out quick jabs, countering with precision. It was classic Floyd, calm, surgical, turning Tyson's chaos into a chess match. But Tyson wasn't done. Midway through the 4th, he slipped inside a jab and cracked Floyd with a short left hook to the chin. For a split second, Mayweather's legs stiffened. The crowd exploded. Tyson surged forward, eyes wide, smelling blood. Round 5 was all Mayweather, clean footwork, sharp combinations, perfect control of distance. The commentators said, "Mayweather's found his groove." But in round 6, everything changed. Tyson trapped Floyd on the ropes and unleashed a storm of uppercuts and hooks. Vintage Iron Mike. One uppercut snapped Floyd's head back. Another slammed into his guard so hard that pain flashed across his face. The crowd lost its mind, screaming like it was 1990 all over again. It wasn't an exhibition anymore, it was war.
Mike Tyson people talk to. People are, there's certain people that are just crazy, man.
Well, these people that think that he don't stand a chance against Jake Paul, that like this shouldn't even, like because he's too old. I was like, I think you're
Round 7 was all about grit. Both men were drenched in sweat, their faces marked with bruises and exhaustion. Tyson's pace slowed slightly, but the fire in his eyes never faded. Mayweather kept landing sharp, Precise counters. Punches that would have dropped most fighters. Yet Tyson kept marching forward, unshaken. Every exchange carried more weight. Every second felt like it could decide everything. Then came round 8, the final act. Both men breathing heavy, the crowd roaring like thunder. From Tyson's corner came the shout, "Finish it!" Mayweather tried to stick and move, but his legs had lost a step. Tyson advanced, feinted a right, and Floyd bit. In that split second, Tyson unleashed a left uppercut from hell. Boom.
Since then, no one's watched Floyd's exhibitions. He's been just, I guess, stealing the bag.
Mayweather's head snapped back, and he went down, not stumbling, but flat out. The sound of the punch echoed through the arena like thunder. For a moment, the crowd was frozen in disbelief. Then chaos erupted. The T-Mobile Arena exploded with noise, people screaming, crying, hugging strangers. Tyson stood in the center of the ring, chest heaving, eyes wide, almost as if he couldn't believe it himself. The referee started the count. Mayweather tried to get up, legs trembling, but the ref waved it off. It was done. Mike Tyson had won by knockout in round 8. The crowd went absolutely insane. It didn't matter that it was an exhibition, this was history. Two eras had collided, and somehow, Tyson, the man everyone thought was finished decades ago, proved why he's still called the baddest man on the planet. That single punch didn't just end the fight, it erased every doubt that greatness fades with age. Because that night, under those lights, Mike Tyson didn't just win, he turned back time.
Summer, he said, lost. He had a bunch of blood transfusions, just had to fight to get healthy. And then his performance yesterday against Jake Paul, just your thoughts on what we saw.
Mike Tyson was right, and I was wrong.
When that knockout landed, the entire world froze. For a brief moment, there was no sound, no cheers, no movement, not even a breath. It felt like the universe itself paused to process what had just happened. Mike Tyson had knocked out Floyd Mayweather. Then, all at once, the silence shattered into chaos. The crowd erupted, strangers embraced, tears flowed, and the commentators shouted over one another, scrambling for words that didn't exist. The T-Mobile Arena shook to its core, as if history itself had risen to its feet and started applauding.